Okay, so for today's deep dive, our mission is pretty straightforward. We're looking at a solution for anyone out there who is just completely fed up with subscription fees.
And cloud services that lock you in.
Exactly. But you still need some serious power to organize what might be a massive personal photo library.
Mhm.
We're going to be exploring a piece of software called digiKam. It's from digikam.org, and it's been around for a long time. It's free, it's open source.
And that's a really important point. This is a well-respected tool specifically designed for, the person handling thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of photos.
So it's for when you move beyond just scrolling through folders.
Right. It's for when you need real structured organization.
Okay, so let's unpack that. When you say powerful, what makes digiKam so capable of handling that kind of scale?
It really comes down to its use of metadata.
The data about the photo.
Exactly. All that information your camera captures, the model, exposure, the date. Digicam lets you use all of it. You can add your own tags, rate your photos, even track their location using geolocation data.
Which means searching becomes incredibly fast, I assume.
Instantaneous. And this is where it gets really interesting for serious hobbyists or photographers. It has some genuinely professional grade features.
You're talking about things like raw file handling.
Yes, its handling of raw files is excellent, which is just essential for high-quality editing. Plus, it has automatic face recognition.
Oh, wow. So it can group photos by person for you.
You can, yeah. But I think the real kicker here is the focus on efficiency and control. The best example is batch processing.
So doing the same thing to many photos at once.
1,000 photos from your vacation that all need to be resized
Oh.
or have copyright info added.
You can just do it in one go.
One command.
Yeah.
And because everything, and I mean everything,
Mhm.
stays local on your machine, you never give up control. There's no third-party server, no data lock-in. It's your library.
Okay, but a tool with this much depth, there has to be a trade-off. There's always a trade-off.
There is. And the big one is the learning curve. The interface can look a bit, well, dated. It can seem pretty overwhelming when you first open it, especially next to those sleek, modern commercial apps.
So it's a bit of a beast to get started with.
It is, but that's less about bad design and more about the sheer number of things it can do. It's a power user's tool. And while its editing tools are solid for basic tweaks,
Brightness, contrast, that sort of thing.
sure. But if you're doing heavy-duty retouching or really complex color work, you're still going to need a dedicated external raw editor for that.
You mentioned it relies on a local database to manage all the tags and ratings. That sounds like maybe a point of failure. How critical are backups?
Crucial. Absolutely crucial. Any database-driven system needs that. But the sources we looked at suggest it's actually very stable. Issues seem rare.
So where does the trust come from? If it's free, how do you know it's legitimate?
I think the trust comes from the fact that it's open source. It's consistently recommended by photographers on places like Reddit and various tech blogs. It has an active development team, regular updates.
So it's a living project. It's not abandonware.
Not at all. We even saw it scored a 100 out of 100 trust rating on a site called Scam Advisor. The community keeps it honest and keeps it going.
So who is this for at the end of the day?
This is for the hobbyist, the student, or even the professional who wants maximum control. It's not flashy, it's not simplified, it's for organization and flexibility first and foremost.
So I guess that leaves one final thought for you, the listener. If this software gives you that advanced organizational power and completely eliminates subscription fees from your life, is that initial learning curve worth the long-term control you gain over your digital memories? Something to think about.